Hello everyone, this is Cindy. I am the creator of HealthNet Emporium, and we're going to talk today about finding natural remedies for dizziness or vertigo. Now, vertigo and dizziness is really hard for doctors to diagnose and to find out where it's coming from and why you're having it. And this is just a small list of what kind of things can it be. It can be sleep deprivation. It can be changes in barometric pressure, dehydration, stroke, viral meningitis, stress, acute labyrinthitis, Meniere's disease, motion sickness, moving into certain positions, calcium deposits in the inner ear, vestibular neuronitis, perilymph fistula, brain tumor, multiple sclerosis, diabetes, migraines, panic attacks, pregnancy, lying down too much, ear surgery, head or neck injuries, genetic factors. This is just a small example of what it could be. And so the first time that I ever experienced vertigo was very scary. I had been on a plane and I'm thinking this is what it was from. I was on a plane cross country and it was a very turbulent flight. And I was sitting next to a gentleman, a young gentleman, who was afraid of flying. And his girlfriend, who was sitting in the window seat, was kind of embarrassed that he was even afraid to fly and the way he was acting. So I just took it upon myself to try to calm him down throughout the whole flight. So I just talked to him. I just kept talking to him and trying to keep his mind off of it the whole time. Well, you know, the whole time we had this turbulence and, you know, we were moving forward and back and up and down and every once in a while. And my head was always turned towards him the whole time I was talking to him. Well, the next morning I wake up and I was like, I was absolutely drunk. It was like I couldn't even walk. I was holding onto walls and it was just terrifying. And it lasted all day and through the next day and through the next day. And the second day I called an ear, nose, and throat specialist, and but you know, I told them I had vertigo, and the rooms were spinning, but I couldn't even get in for a couple of weeks. So it did go away, but I go to my doctor's appointment. Of course, I didn't have it any longer. And so he did all kinds of tests over a course of a few weeks. And they put me through the ringer. They put me through balancing tests and hearing tests and brain tests, eye and vision tests. They cleaned out my ears with a vacuum type machine for earwax buildup. And everything came up normal. So I was pretty much told, well, just if you get it again, pay attention to what you were doing, and you know, maybe we can figure it out then. Well, you know, time went by, and I did get it back off and on. And this is a famous exercise with ear imbalance, inner ear imbalance. And what inner ear imbalance is that you've got crystals in your ears, and if you you know, if you're bending over a lot or moving on one side too much, or, you know, it just can get, these crystals can get imbalanced. And so you need to kind of balance them back out. And this Brant Daroff exercise is great for this and really works if you have that problem. One of my sisters had it many years ago, the vertigo, and she tried this exercise and it worked for her. But when I tried it, it didn't. And I tried it for days and days and days when I got it back and it just didn't work. So, I was always getting, massages, every once in a while, because I'm a musician. And I would have really sore muscles in the neck and the shoulders. And it wasn't until I found a massage therapist she's wonderful. And one time I got vertigo and I told her that I had it, and she worked around my ears and my neck and my shoulders, and she did all kinds of things around those areas, and it went away within 2 days after I had that. And so I was getting massages from her like once a month. Well, COVID came up, and so I hadn't seen her for many months. And then all of a sudden it came back. And when I was able to go back to her, it went away within 2 days. And so then I knew that something's going on, that, you know, in my muscles or something in that area. And I believe that I have a pinched nerve on my right side, because I'm always now having the vertigo on my right side. And so I think what I've done is I was moving one time, and I think I was just lifting too many things and pushing too much, and I may have pinched a nerve, because, you know, my vertigo was coming and going recently, and I was putting together a shelving unit all by myself. And since I was all by myself, I didn't want to use an electric screwdriver, so I used a manual one. And so I'm using my right arm so much, and there was 18 screws in this shelving unit for my desk. And sure enough, the vertigo came back the next day. So, there's got to be something. So every time I go see her and I get it, the vertigo, she works it out. She finds it somewhere and she works it out. But now I found this this exercise from Blue Heron Vertigo and Dizziness exercise. And Blue Heron, it has all kinds of remedies to fix illnesses and symptoms of all kinds. And they have, I found this one exercise that they have through their whole listing of their vertigo, what to do for vertigo. And whenever I'm in bed and I'm on my right side, and if I feel like I'm getting that dizziness again, then I do this exercise where you pretend like you're yawning, but you keep your mouth closed, and then you turn your jaw around and around, your whole mouth and jaw in a circle, and then you go around the other way. And that takes it away immediately. Immediately. It is amazing. And then I can go to sleep. So every once in a while, that happens to me, and it'll go away when I do this. So Blue Heron Vertigo and Dizziness, you got to check that out, because there's other exercise in there too. But for an instant relief, short term, this was a great exercise. So if you also get nauseated when you have vertigo or dizziness, there are essential oils that you can use that will help you do that. And there's ginger and peppermint. And you can either breathe from them right from the bottle for about 20 seconds, or use a diffuser and put it near you. The best way is to put a few drops of the carrier oil, like virgin coconut oil, and to dilute a few drops with the oil and rub it on your forehead, around the back of your neck, and a little bit on the temples. With the peppermint, just be careful not to get it too close to the eyes, because it's pretty potent and it'll really make your eyes water. So I hope these ideas helped you out in trying to find a natural remedy for your dizziness or vertigo. And please go to my blog, healthnutemporium.com. Check out some other articles that I have about other problems and finding natural ways to remedy those. Like my video down below, and please subscribe to my channel so that you won't miss out on other videos that I'll be making about my articles that I have written. So, and I also will put the link to my website down below as well. So thank you for listening, and let's get out there and try to find natural remedies, and try to stay away from all the pills and the prescriptions that are always being pushed at us all the time. So let's try to go back to nature, find the natural ways, keep our bodies clean, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.